Hi guys, hi, welcome back, blah, blah, blah. Welcome back, well, I don't know why that is happening. Welcome back yet again to another video on the channel. If you haven't watched my previous video that explains that everything that has happened to me in the past year and stuff and why I haven't been posting, you better get to watching. So today we're doing Korean straight actors who played gay characters. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
It's no secret that sexuality is a sensitive topic in South Korea, even on TV. But did you know that some of your favorite actors actually played gay characters? For instance, Jong-suk played a queer character in the 2010 drama Secret Garden.
I use boyfriend,
Since this drama aired over a decade ago, including a queer character was a pretty big deal, especially considering how conservative South Korea is. He played the role of Han Taeson, a young musician who gets recruited by a character named Asuka. Sometime later, he tells Asuka that he's gay. Jong-suk's role in Secret Garden was actually one of his very first acting jobs. He was already well known in the modeling world, since he was the youngest male model to debut at the Seoul Fashion Week. Although he didn't have much screen time in the drama, he still managed to leave quite a good impression with the audience. His character also really stood out since he had red hair and a pretty sassy personality. Since it was one of his very first jobs, he didn't have much acting experience. You'd think that people would criticize his poor acting skills because of this, but it was actually quite the opposite. Viewers were amazed by how natural his acting was and continuously praised him for this. Nowadays, Jong-suk is one of the biggest names in the industry, but fans hold his character in Secret Garden very close to their hearts. They say this was one of his most charming roles, and they aren't wrong. The fact that he played a gay role in the...
I mean, he looks really good. He looks really plastic, but he looks really good. If you know me, I don't like the good boy look. In Asia, it's a thing. I've come to realize it's really a thing, but it's not.
Past can be very comforting to his queer fans, especially keeping in mind how popular he is now. He really helped push the agenda of normalizing queer characters in K-dramas pretty early on in his career. Next up is Astro's Moonbin, who actually also played a big part in destigmatizing the LGBTQ community in South Korea. Most of his fans probably already know this, but he played a gay character in the drama at 18. His character is a gay high school student who's struggling with...
This was Moonbin? This is so crazy. Like, my sister really we loved at 18. Like, we loved everything about it. Oh,
with feelings for a male
my heart is really
if you're
broken.
part of the community, this probably hits very close to home, so seeing a well-known actor and idol portray that struggle might have made a lot of viewers feel seen. In the drama, he must reserve the courage to come out to one of his female friends, and this is a very pivotal part of the show because she happens to like him. He obviously doesn't reciprocate these feelings and tells her he actually has an eye on a guy. To say that Moonbin's fans were happy that he accepted this role is an understatement. Many were so proud that someone with so much recognition within the industry was willing to bring light to the struggles the LGBTQ community faces. Another actor who played an openly gay character is Kyu-hyung. He played the role of Han Yang in Prison Playbook, which was a show that had very little to do with romance. Having a queer character added to the story without it being a major plot point can be a very nice addition sometimes. In the drama, Kyu-hyung's character struggles a lot, as he has a very serious substance problem. Throughout the course of the show, the people surrounding him help him on his journey to recovery. As you can see, romance isn't really at the forefront of this drama, but Han Yang still happens to fall in love in the series. Kyu-hyung spoke up about portraying this particular character and said that he tried his best to portray Han Yang's sexuality as genuinely as possible. He also acknowledged that this is a sensitive topic, so of course he treaded carefully. There was actually also a gay character in Reply 1997, played by Hoya. He was one of the first few actors to play an openly gay character in a K-drama, and it isn't until a few episodes in the drama that you find out his character is gay. People don't really talk about it because it's kind of a spoiler for the series. For those who don't know, he plays the role of Kang Joon-hee, a shy but very sweet right-hand man to the biggest heartthrob of the school. This heartthrob in question is Yoon-jae, played by So In-gu. The big plot twist in Reply 1997 is that Joon-hee is gay, but that's not all. It turns out he actually has the biggest crush on Yoon-jae, who's practically his best friend. Nobody's aware of this except for one of his other friends, so it's a pretty big deal. Playing playing a gay character in 2012 definitely had a few consequences for Hoya.
Is my mouth open?
Jong-suk, it's said that Hoya faced quite a bit of criticism during that time since Koreans weren't that keen on seeing homosexuality on TV.
Yeah.
Despite this, there's still tons of viewers who are very happy with his portrayal, so it was definitely worth it in the end. If you've seen A Time Called You, you probably know that the gay couple in the drama is played by the biggest names in the industry.
Everybody says it's
now,
confusing.
Kyu-hyung and Rowoon decided to change things up a bit and played gay lovers in the 8th episode of the series. Although it's not explicitly stated that they're dating, it becomes very obvious once they hold each other's hands. Unfortunately, their love story comes to a tragic end, but you'll have to watch the drama to find out what happens.
Okay.
The director of the drama always had a BL sequence in mind, so he wanted to cast someone who Hyo-sop would feel comfortable with. Hyo-sop revealed that he'd always wanted to work with Rowoon since they've been friends for a long time but never got the chance to star in a drama together. This was the perfect opportunity, so he proposed the idea to the production team and they immediately agreed. Hyo-sop believed it was best to bring in a friend for the role since the characters obviously have love for each other.
Yeah.
Explaining his thought process, he said, "Love has many forms, and I believe that the affection you feel for your friend is one of them."
True.
However, playing out such a romantic sequence with one of your close friends might get a little awkward. Hyo-sop confessed that they actually struggled quite a bit at first, since this was their first time acting together on set. The fact that they had to play each other's love interest didn't exactly make it easier. They eventually got the hang of it, and although it was a bit strange at first, it actually became really fun as they continued shooting. Hyo-sop admitted there were still a few times they experienced discomfort, but that was something they learned to work with. He added, "We became immersed in the situation while acting, but as soon as the scene was over, we got annoyed that we had been so into it." But when they were asked if there were any lingering feelings after filming, both of them laughed and said no. It turns out that Rowoon didn't even get paid for his special appearance because he didn't want to. The director shared, "Rowoon didn't take any money for the appearance. Instead, Rowoon asked that On Get a Meal truck sent in Rowoon's name." It seems like this was overall just a very fun
noble, right?
Too, but for the LGBTQ community, their portrayal of a gay couple was actually pretty groundbreaking. Considering how big they are within the entertainment industry, this definitely played an important role in normalizing gay couples in K-dramas. Did you know that Chae So-won...
I think I understand. For men, it would get a little bit more uncomfortable, but for women, it isn't as bad. But see, me thinking that is me because I wouldn't have a hard time. But then everybody else is not me, so I think you have to account to that people are different. You know, when people see like, you know, girl on girl things, they assume all girls are like into that kind of stuff, but really it's not what you think, and it's not always what it looks like, just so you know.
Won also played a gay character. He made headlines for starring in Unintentional Love Story, one of the brand new Korean BL releases of this year. The plot follows a recently fired employee who decides to turn his life upside down by traveling to a cozy coastal town. Here he meets a mysterious pottery shop owner with a very intriguing past. Spoiler alert, the two fall in love. You'd think that fans would be happy that So-won decided to play a queer character, but it was quite the contrary, actually.
Why?
Shortly after the release of the drama, So-won announced his marriage to actress Kyu-hyung. They also shared they're expecting a child together, which usually would be taken as very good news. Fans were incredibly upset though, and this had everything to do with the timing of the announcement. Many argued that the news of his marriage would affect the show negatively since it's a BL drama. Some also found it suspicious that So-won enlisted almost immediately after the drama premiered. They were leaving an overwhelming amount of malicious comments on his socials, calling him incredibly selfish. In a letter to his fans, So-won shared that he filmed the drama with lots of love and that it still holds a special place in his heart. Many Korean netizens expressed that it was crazy for him to receive so much hate for getting married. Someone wrote, "You don't even have a love life and you're commenting on somebody else's love life? That's crazy." Although many of his Korean fans had bananas. Others aren't going to forget about this for a while. Last up is Jung Garam, who played a gay character in Love Alarm. His character Hye-young was actually one of the main characters in the series during During one of the episodes, his love alarm goes off as a male student approaches him. This means that this guy has feelings for him, and Hye-young accepts those feelings with open arms. Love Alarm was very focused on showing the effects our modern-day social media addiction has on our love lives, but nobody really expected it to include a gay storyline. Although Hye-young's sexuality wasn't explicitly stated in the show, it's pretty obvious that his interaction with his fellow student had love undertones. Share your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching.
See, moving in Thailand, I've understood the effects that BL fan service, you know, like when the fans want you and the actor to be like really immersed in each other, and then it turns out you are not gay. It turns out you were just fishing to make some money. Oh, that upsets them. It upsets them so much. They really do not like it. And it's funny because I haven't had a chance to get immersed into Thai like movies. I only know like one rap song that I really like by Millie, and that is pretty much it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.